Yeah.
Making people say
won't
something stupid is
take
our bread
long.
and butter
Is
here.
the thing on?
Okay, folks, we are here. It is time once again for Uncensored Radio's UCR Live. It's the end of the week, and we are going to fly you into the weekend with some attempt at rectifying the bad news of the week, especially if you're a musician, a male musician of a certain age. You're kind of fucked this week, but you know what? We're here to make light of it. But one thing we cannot make light of is the return of Hetero Tim. Ladies and gentlemen,
The man.
he has returned to us.
Amazing.
He is here. Tim, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Let's just recap what's happened in the last couple of months. So we were just chilling, getting ready for a show. It's like, oh, okay, nice. We're gonna be doing this. Tim's like, oh, I might be late. I've got to go to a doctor's appointment. We're like, yeah, sweet, that's okay. We're cool. And then next morning, I wake up because of our time difference, and Christina's like, Tim's not gonna be on the show. He's getting the transfer. Like, like, no, seriously, he's not going to be on the show. And literally, as we started the show, you were going in. It was crazy.
9 o'clock start time. Right in.
Yeah. So talk to us, my friend. I'm sure it's been an adventure and a half for you.
Yeah, it certainly has been. So no more dialysis, so there won't be any blood shooting across the screen or noisy machines in the background. I'm also, after 30 years, not a diabetic anymore. So I'm drinking all the regular I'm drinking all the regular Pepsi I can get my hands on right now, which is phenomenal. And aside from the cystoscopy that they had to do to pull the stint out of my bladder, it's been a breeze. It really hasn't been a big deal. Yeah, so you guys are familiar with that, I guess.
It just sounds painful.
So what they do is they squirt gel on the tip of your penis while you're laying there.
Nope.
And then the doctor comes in, and while he's introducing himself, he goes, let's just get the camera in there. And he grabs your penis, and he jams the camera into your pee hole. And he continues to jam it up past your prostate into your bladder. He looks around your bladder for a little bit, and then he goes, okay, let's pull the stint out. And yoink, he just rips it out through your pee hole. He goes, that'll burn for a few days, but you'll be fine. And I'm like, really? Have you ever had it done? Because I feel like I was just Danny Masterson here at Columbia Presbyterian Hospital.
Oh my God!
How did you not punch him?
It's funny when they tell you, they're like, you have to like put your hands on your chest or hold your hands at your side, because people's reactions are to hit the doctor. So they're like, you have to like fold your hands a certain way so you don't hit the doctor. But we made it through. I'm
surprised I don't put you like under like a general anesthetic or something, because people, I can't imagine people being that chill.
Fuck you and your general anesthetic. Women don't get that shit. Fuck off. Try to get a colposcopy. Try to get a colposcopy and let me know how that feels. It's probably the same exact thing. So.
Well, if it helps, I identify. I used she, her, so I felt your pain the whole time. Actually,
now
I was like, "That's a good level." That's right.
Fuck.
Only Tim can understand now. Only Tim can understand.
It really was something, but all is well, all is good. I had a doctor's appointment today, and everything's doing well. So I just need to get my wind back. Like I'm still like kind of like a little lethargic and like getting back into like the swing of things. So it's taking me some time, but we'll get there.
Yeah, that means you need more blowjobs.
Hello. I mean,
it may burn for a while though. It may burn for a while.
Oh yeah, but that's been burning for a long time. I just didn't tell the doctor that. Oh yeah, surprise, Melissa.
But look, the funny thing was, like, after all this shit happened, we get these sporadic messages from him. I'm so sorry it's taking. I'm like, dude, I think transplant surgery is a valid reason to not do a podcast.
I don't know.
Like, like, this is the intervention. We've got to really review your commitment because, after transplant surgery,
Yeah.
it took you too long.
I have to say though, like a lot of my time right now, because I, during recovery there wasn't much going on, so I was scrolling a lot through my phone, and I have to say, I was like, oh, I got to send this to the UCR. Oh, I got to send this to
You
UCR.
should,
Oh, I wonder what
you
UCR is
should.
talking about today. Oh no, I'm so afraid of Vera and Katie, because all I wanted to send is like males don't rule the world, and like Trump's like ratings are through the roof because of his indictment photo. So, but
so this, I'm very interested to see this. I want to see what a full strength Tim is like against Vera.
Yes,
This is
that's
going to
what I'm saying.
be
Full strength Tim.
interesting.
Back.
Now, I was gone all summer, and just occasionally I'd like see what was going on in that group, and I'd see, and I just would be like, "Oh, I can't wait!"
Yeah. It gives Jeffrey a little thrill.
And then I come back, and you're gone. I've been dying. Now you're here. Vera's not like son of a bitch.
But you know what? You know what the best thing? You know what the best thing about that is? People have these huge arguments in the chat or conversations. I'm like, you couldn't save that for on the show,
Right?
I'm like,
Katie,
you couldn't save that.
You bitch.
You couldn't have saved that. But anyway, enough about Tim. He's old news. We have a lovely new face who's gesturing off screen right now.
Yeah, sorry, kids.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You want to tell the folks who you are? I think they can guess, but
My name is Melissa, and I am Christina's sister, and I am also engaged to hetero Tim.
yeah, so she's hetero. She's Tim's future hetero life partner. It's cute. We thought
she might be my beard. She might be my beard.
You never know. You never know.
Listen,
you never know.
Expensive fucking beard, all right?
It's expensive beard.
You guys missed out. We did a round table on some wedding woes this week that was super interesting. we got some Reddit Reddit questions, and they were super interesting. So if you haven't checked that out, go back this week and watch wedding woes. But we're gonna have to do a part 2, maybe after the wedding. You guys can come on and give us a little.
Friday, October 13th.
It's creeping up. It's getting close, yo.
Creeping, all right.
She creeping. Someone else who's creeping is Miss Christina, top row. Look at her. How you doing, boo?
I got to the top. What up?
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah.
You good?
I've been good. I had a good week. The kids started school on Tuesday, so everything went well. A little bit of tears.
I saw. What a sweet little photo. What a sweet little photo.
I know, she was so cute. Oh my god, I can't. But yeah, she loved it. She still loves it. We had what we call an open house, like a meet the teacher night tonight, and it was really nice. She learns a lot during school. She already knows a bunch, but I'm excited for her to just get out and like just be.
Some kids
out of the house.
Some kids are ready for school, though. Some kids are like, like, get out of my house, because if you ask me another question, I'm gonna shave your face off.
Yeah,
I can't deal with the questions, kid.
Exactly.
You need to calm down. But you have like open house at the end of the first week.
It was 2 days. It's been 2 days. Today was the third day of school, and it was open house. Like, what the fuck? Like, usually you give it like a week
for them to go. We have to get rid of this one. This one's gotta go. She was like, no.
No, but she said she was doing really well. Because I even asked, I was like, is she like interrupting you? Is she like being like, wait, I want to say something? Like, she's like, no. I was like, well, why the fuck does she do it to me? Like, but she
because you're mommy. You're mommy.
Yeah.
You're not the teacher. You're mommy. That's good. I like when you see how kids interact with this other authority figure that you put in their lives. They're like, mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, whatever. And then there's this like weird third party that like, oh, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
She'll get angry. It's like, oh.
I hope she's always afraid of the teacher.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jeffrey's kids are afraid of the teacher when I have. What?
Didn't hear Melissa.
Say it again.
I said she's afraid of you too.
No, she's not.
She's afraid of mommy.
We threatened to
She's
text
freaking
mommy a
it.
few times, and she lost her shit.
Oh, there you go. Nothing wrong with
Oh,
it being a
my
healthy fear. Nothing wrong with being a
Oh
healthy
no,
fear.
not at all. But now I know
Yeah.
what buttons to push. So
Right.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
gonna
it's fun. It's fun
collect
for
that
Uncle
data.
Tim, yeah.
Collect that data. Yep. Yeah. It's good. It's good though. Tim's Jeff's kids were not loving the teacher when I helped them with their homework of the morning when we did schoolwork. But you know, I felt it was my duty and calling as a professional. How are you today, Jeffrey? Center square.
Well, everybody sent their kids back to school, and I'm still
Except
doing
for you.
homeschool. So everybody's like, "Why the fuck are your kids not in school?" Right? Like I always get the looks. Like they're like, "What's this dude doing with his kids at the bank? Like, why are his kids walking through the front line and going to the bathroom in the middle of the day?" Because motherfucker, like I'm gonna put a sign up like on the front line, like, yes, there's kids in the back room. Yes, they're on a computer, and yes, they're fucking homeschooling, you nosy cunt. Like, mind your goddamn business. Eat your fucking sub and get the fuck out. Like what the fuck? Do I go to your home and wonder what the fuck you're doing? No, get the fuck out.
Oh my God.
I can't with people. This week's been
It's been a week.
Sounds like it might have been a bit of
I
a tough
say
one.
all that with love.
I say all that with love.
They say it with
At
love.
least those kids aren't in uniform sweeping the car park. I mean, child labor laws and all that,
Yeah.
It doesn't count when it's a family business.
Really?
That is a good question. That is a good question.
Well, then put in the fucking work.
Oh hell no, because then they still cost
Well,
it.
it's home
I'm
economics.
sure.
No, actually, if it's a family-run business, at least in New York, I know that this is the law, or in the U.S. But if it's a family-run business, you could put the kid to work at 12 years old, as long as you're cutting them like a legal salary.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to do with like all the farming and stuff like that. So
they're farming.
The Amish,
bread.
right?
They're farming bread, aren't they? They're at the car park, farming the gravel.
Yeah, I got them on this. They're on the slicer, slicing the left. I'm kidding.
We all know how much Aiden loves digging rocks.
Yeah.
That's a throwback to Jeffrey's mountain years when he made his child dig rocks.
No, but then I found ways to incorporate school stuff in. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing money and stuff, like Gabe likes to come up and count the cash, So I found like little ways and stuff during the day to incorporate into.
Oh, your kids know money. Don't worry.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Your kid.
Yeah,
Luke and I took your kid. Luke and I took your kids shopping. Remember, we looked after them.
We were supposed to go to the hibachi grill last night. We couldn't because we had an employee calling during the day, so I had to go fill in, and then one calling at night. And they were pissed. They were so pissed. They're like, we don't get to go to hibachi. Oh, they were mad. First off, don't fuck with their food. Second of all, don't fuck when they get to go to a $200 a night, meal.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets thrown at you.
Yeah.
Look, I must say, we had an interesting night there as well. That was, you weren't there, Christina. You would have really enjoyed drunk and high Dakota and drunk Luke and Jeffrey and I sitting there going.
I was there for that. That was the night that I mean.
No, you didn't come to dinner.
No, I was there the night for Vera's night.
No,
dinner was
you and I were hiding in the kitchen, and your ass hit the liquor bottles.
Who the fuck would put them in the middle of the floor, though?
Not us. Some other asshole did it. And then you were like the freaking wind chimes blowing off, and they figured out that we were running from one side of the room to the other, trying to hide from them, so they didn't know that we were.
And this is when I knew I could smell this in the air, and I went.
Well, we couldn't get up the stairs quick enough because if we would have tried that, because I have a main staircase and a back staircase, but where the front door is, they would have seen us going up the back staircase. Our shoes were at the front door. There was nowhere for us to go. We couldn't even go down into the basement because they would have seen us going into the basement. Our only option would have been to try to get out the back door and go on the back porch, but they could have, it wouldn't have worked. So
I
we
ran
had to
into the
like,
bottles.
we had to hover. Yeah, she ran the wrong way.
Meanwhile, we're all over 30 except for Dakota. So, you know, this is really mature
Yeah.
mature behavior from the adults
Yeah.
in the room. But that's okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
You only live once. It was funny. It was funny.
Really good.
Christina and I were
Funny
laughing
time.
our ass off.
Yeah.
I
that
didn't,
was
you
a
know what?
great
I
fucking
slept.
time.
I must
We
have
were
had enough
hysterical.
drinks that I didn't hear a thing. So I was out.
Oh, bitch, you every time, I'll never
You
forget.
came
You
back
walked
down
out.
afterward, didn't you?
That bitch walked downstairs, he'd hear some drama, and I'd just catch a look at him. He'd look at me and be like, whoop, right back up the stairs he went. He was like,
I
not
thought that you
today.
were back down there.
Baby, I only have to control the drama on the show.
No,
But it's
you're
in-
right. You weren't there after Luke came
I
back,
checked
right?
out. I was like, nope. I was like, I knew what was coming. I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
nope. So yeah, in real life, I just need to sit there and go, or I go.
Just eat my popcorn.
Yeah, I don't orchestrate the drama. Oh, I orchestrate the drama. I just don't look after the drama in real life. It's just now, just
gotta
in
go
this
back
moment,
there.
just in this moment.
We gotta.
But look, that could all happen. That could all be happening again very soon. We'll see. I'll be unencumbered next time. I'll be ready to go. As Katrina said when we got to LA, she goes, "Why are you the adult?" I went, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, girl.
Who
I don't know. I'm adult." But speaking of the one and only Miss Katrina A. Johnson, now Tim, you got to cover your eyes because your fiance's here this week. You might as well. You might as well lean in too close, Miss Melissa. They're
So,
pretty
Really
good.
bad cataracts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure
wow.
you do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for this week.
Hot load of hot topics.
And now you see why he stays on the show, Melissa. He's like,
That's it. Good night.
Yeah.
what are you doing in there? It's like, never mind. Never mind what's happening.
Just keeps hearing.
as I
hot
said-
load of hot-
Hot load of hot. I'll just send you that gif, hey? And just
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
hot load of hot load of hot load of hot.
Listen,
Oh,
I've got the spicy gallery.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, no.
for Katrina's OnlyFans, I haven't started yet. For the low price.
Tim's going to be the beta member just to test things out.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know.
As the hetero of the bunch, he's our means tester.
And Melissa, in fairness to you, if there's any Power Rangers you're interested in, I have some great side on the men's side. I've got some great footage you may be interested in as well. And for the low price,
With the low price. No.
you just pick a
That's the low
color, any
price.
color.
Now again, this is actually related to our trip. There's been a fair few celebrity deaths, but I'll go, I think, in order of importance / well-knownness. Jimmy Buffett has shuffled off to Margaritaville. We had a lovely Margaritaville dinner, didn't we, Jeff? We had Margaritaville. Oh, good. It was lovely.
Yeah.
But do you reckon they closed the stores or whatever after he died? Was it
Did
did they give away? I don't know. I feel like they should do something.
Oh, no. I
Everyone
don't
get a free margarita, or I don't know. What do you do?
Maybe.
The man's
I was gonna
dead.
say maybe like a free margarita or something. That sounds appropriate. I feel like. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to do something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, question: does anyone know? Can anyone very quickly name another Jimmy Buffett song?
Yeah,
Okay.
Fins Up. I've been to 3 Jimmy Buffett concerts at Jones Beach, which he says is the best outdoor tailgating party he's ever been to.
Straight
Nice.
180. See,
He's
I knew this was the
definitely
week.
straight.
You're definitely straight. Definitely. But look, don't know much about the man, don't know much about his music. I've been to Margaritaville a few times, so depending on the bartender, they make a fairly good drink. I'm down for margaritas.
I couldn't tell you not one Buffett song.
I'm trying
No,
to remember of another one. Like, what other song did he
Does
sing?
he even sing that Margaritaville song?
Yes, that's why his restaurants are called Margarita.
Wow, no. I thought maybe he just liked the song.
Just like
the song. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how law works. That's how law works.
just likes the
you know?
song,
I
and he
like
just
that.
likes the drink.
Fine now.
And he has that terrible beer too, Land Shark. That's a. Don't get me wrong, I like me some Buffett, but that's a terrible beer.
Yeah.
See,
Looking like a land shark.
I don't know. It's just
I'm
it's
gay.
just
Terrible.
gay.
it tastes like it's trying to be too many different things. Like, I don't know. It's just like they're trying too hard. Like if they didn't
Well,
try
I
that hard, it'd
also
probably be
dabble
better.
with women. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not really gay, but I'm not really bisexual.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just kind of all over the place.
He'll have anything. He'll have anything.
Sometimes you got to suck a dick to know you're not gay.
That's right. Sometimes you got to eat a vagina to know you're like, I'm not going to date it, but I'll eat it.
I'm gonna say that.
I am hungry.
When there's no other option, when there's no other options, there's always the
Something to
golden
do.
arches, right? Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. But R.I.P. Jimmy. I'm sure that Margaritaville,
They'll be out of
the streams
business
of
in a year.
Margaritaville went through the roof. It's like, yes, let's listen to that
Yeah.
one song a lot. Now, this one probably is a little bit more for the demographic that is here. Oh, Mr. Smash Mouth died. The original Mr. Smash Mouth. Now, it sounds like it was kind of self-inflicted. Issues with his lip. Yeah, he was a hardcore drinker apparently. So,
I thought you meant like sewer slide.
he didn't.
Like that.
He went to Margaritaville one too many times.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But, this news story broke really, really quickly. TMZ, for better or worse, announced that he was in hospice and, receiving final visitors. And then literally less than 24 hours later, he was out ski. So I'm going to say, all right, here we go. We've got to go. Other than All-Star, Smash Mouth song, go.
Well, it's not technically theirs, but I'm a Believer from Shrek.
Thank you.
Right.
Next, someone else.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
No, that's All-Star. Next.
I know.
Come on. Jeffrey, you grew up in this era. You should know.
No.
There's one that's.
I'm really bad at that shit.
There's one that featured very heavily in a Jennifer Love Hewitt movie. Can't hardly wait.
I don't.
I can't get
What song
enough
is
of you, baby.
Oh.
I can't get enough of you, baby.
I didn't really like that song.
And then, of course,
out of me.
Walking on the Sun.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, see, there's another one that
I'm
annoyed
not a fan of any of these songs.
No, they all drove me
You
fucking
grew up.
nuts.
You grew up in the time that these songs were out. How do you not know
Yeah,
these things?
I liked
We know
similar
them.
bands, but though
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. Now that you say, I
Jeff-
remember them.
Jeff's a mighty boss tones person.
Oh,
obviously.
and
Fuck off.
another one. He did Thriller, right? That was his Thriller.
yeah,
No, I'm sorry.
yeah.
That was Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. Wrong
Yeah.
guy.
That's
Sorry.
him, Tim. That's
That's my bad.
What?
That's my bad.
I guess they kind of occupy the same space as like Sugar Ray, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't call him Sugar Ray though. He get pissed.
Sugar Ray. No.
He'll
You
knock
know,
you the fuck
so-
Hey,
out.
Mark,
Fun
Mark
story about
McGrath was
Sugar Ray.
hot. Yeah.
One of my sister's good friends from high school, her older sister was a model, and she dated Mark McGrath for like 3 years. So my sister
Oh my
met him at a
God.
dinner one time. Yeah,
He's hot.
that's just
Oh,
my
he
own
was
personal
hot.
Mark McGrath story.
He
So
was, he was very hot back in. I've actually seen Sugar Ray live, probably live now that I think about it.
I
He was a
can't
good-looking
stand his
dude back
voice.
in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like if he's
controversial.
on like the radio.
I guess you don't want a halo hanging over the four posts.
Yeah.
Bed.
No, I don't mind his singing voice. It's his talking voice. Like when he's on the radio, he's like,
Hey, yeah, when John's listen to me, and I'm just talking now. You're gonna listen to this on the radio. All right, yeah, so we're talking.
it's like, it's just McGrath on the tens. Like it's just annoying as fuck.
What? What reality show was he on? Was he on the Surreal Life, or was it like
It
one
was
of
on
the rehab
something.
shows?
I feel like it was. I feel like it was maybe both. Actually,
Because wasn't
maybe
it? What,
both.
I think it was one of those where he was like, "Yo, the motherfucker came up to me. They were like, yo, Sugar Ray,' and he popped them in the chops, and he was all bitching about it."
He hosts a show now on Netflix.
Does
He
he?
does
He
have a
hosts like
show. Yeah,
he
he does
hosts a
have a show.
game show. Yeah,
You know
He's
what's
about
starting to
crazy?
go-
debating the lyrics of a
Is
song.
I remember. So it was when that song like came out. I don't know what year it was. We could look it up, but
Everybody.
there was a bar around the corner from my house that my friend Missy and I we'd go down. We were kids. It was the summer, and we'd go and shoot pool in the bar. I mean, as little kids, you know what I mean? Like, what bar would let a little kid in today to go shoot fucking pool?
Depends how well they play pool.
We were playing fucking, listening to Sugar Ray, and what was it? God must have spent a little more time on you and some other shit. And Sheryl Crow. The
What bar is playing that playlist? Like,
It was fucking
man.
not ghetto bar. You know what I mean? We lived in the hood. I don't fucking know. It was weird. All the the people with food stamps with the white trash ones. They were probably messing around before meth was cool.
My parents wouldn't allow us to go to the pool hall, but like we went anyway. Like, oh yeah, I'm going out. Like, and I went.
Yeah, but this
Like,
wasn't a
we
pool
played
hall.
all the
It
time.
was a. I mean,
Did
we
you
had
take-
a bar.
did you
There was
corrupt
a
your
bar
sister?
there. No.
Oh, there was.
she's nodding. She's nodding. I want more information, Melissa. I want more information. Did she
Unmute
corrupt you
yourself,
and take
damn
you
it.
to the
Oh
pool?
no, I think I corrupted her.
She's the older one.
Oh,
Who's older?
oh, you're
You
the
or
older
her?
one.
I'm older.
Oh, Christine, you've got
Six-year-old.
Christina's got big sister energy. That was weird. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought you were like you're just. Are you the youngest, Christina?
I am.
Yeah, there we
That
go.
makes so much sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, girl, yeah, we do. That's how we do it.
Your guy's dad, their father took me to my hospital appointment today, my doctor's appointment. And man, he couldn't tell me enough about going to a bar as a kid when he was growing up in Kings Park. He was like, "No, I
Really?
used to play
Aw.
pool with my friends and we'd sit in the dark corner because everybody else was old." And I was like, wow. He was like, "I was in my diapers at one point." Oh yeah. He was
Even
had some
just
stories.
For our age group, the difference from our childhood in the late 80s and early 90s to now
Totally.
is insane. The things that we could do and got away with no phone. Our parents
Oh,
knew
yeah.
who the fuck we were.
But we've had this conversation on the show before. It was not unusual back in the
that's
day
great.
for a kid to be like in a restaurant and not being an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
you either sit at the
Yeah.
table or you sit under the table and shut the fuck up while the
Right,
while
'cause
the
kids
adults
got
are
hit.
talking. Yeah,
We used to
right.
get hit, right? So we didn't act up. And then as soon as someone used your middle name, you were like, "Fuck, I'm getting hit when I get home."
Well, I mean, I remember we would be we were in elementary school, right? So we'd be in like 5th grade, 4th grade. We would get dropped off at like the place, it was called like the Plaster House. You'd go and paint ceramics and shit.
Oh my god,
We'd
remember
be there
that?
all day on a Saturday. They just drop us off. What were we, like 10?
Paint some
no
shit. We'll see you
adults.
later.
Yeah, they drop us off at the mall.
So yeah, so
the
we were
mall,
10. Melissa asked me today, she goes, "Do you think the girls could walk themselves to the bus stop on Monday?" I'm like, "They're fucking 9 and 10. I hope so. It's 2 houses away." Like,
Yeah,
what-
somebody would
what
call
are you talking about?
CPS on you. There was a
Yeah.
post on Facebook of like a 10-year-old kid out mowing the lawn. I couldn't believe the comments. Did I send it to the group? People were like,
I think you did, yeah.
they were like, "Oh, that's a CPS
read
call. That's too young." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you
I thought it was a woman. I was like, okay, this woman's mowing her lawn.
I'm like, dude, I was like, Gabe, I'm like, my mother and I were talking about it at dinner. I'm like, Gabe's 7. I'm like, do you realize your father would pick me up? My grandfather would pick me up at that age, take me to OTB, leave me in the car for hours while he was inside gambling. And the deal was, if I kept my mouth shut, didn't tell anybody that he was gambling, because he had a gambling problem, nobody had he would let me drive the fucking car. And I drive it on the fucking road. Okay, I was 7, and I'm looking at Gabe, and I'm like thinking I was in the driver's seat. I wasn't on his lap. I was literally driving the fucking car down the road. And Gabe, and
How
I'm
did you
looking
reach
at,
the pedals?
I was the big kid.
That was a big 7. This is a big 7. Hey, Christina, look who's back. Doggy.
Oh, what up,
Who-
Doggy
who-
Bug?
who dropped some fire at the end of the live roundtable last week.
Seriously.
The best. I think we're gonna clip it out and do it as a small clip because we were like,
We
if
really
you've got
do.
any wedding horror story, if you've got any wedding horror stories, let us know. And he's just like,
Oh,
by the
man.
way, this, boom, and we're like, what? But it's really interesting. Yeah, like I
We
remember.
have to do a story just for him.
I think I've said this. I've definitely said it on a show before. Like if we were out somewhere and I misbehaved, the biggest like I used to get locked in the car. You're gonna go sit in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You go sit in
man.
the car by yourself. It's like okay.
I remember
You
like we
know,
used to be in the car
You'd be
when like
arrested.
my mom would go inside to go grocery shopping. Like, right? Like I remember being in the car in the
It
Buick
used to,
now
it
with
used to be the
you.
coolest. I used to
Like-
love getting left in the car by myself. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
You could turn that key on accessory and listen to music. You had control.
Not
of
only
the
that, but we
radio.
would like back in and out of spots. What?
Not turning the car on and driving. We just
Yeah.
Just sat there going,
The beating you
girl,
would get.
let's go.
Not only
Flipping
that,
your
but like,
hair.
and what? Remember, like the time that we were in the car at Burlington, and like John had the BB gun.
Did he shoot
You don't remember that? No, the cops pull up next to us because somebody called
Yeah, I remember that.
said that they saw a kid in the car with a gun
With a
and
gun.
nobody was around. Like, yeah, with a gun because nobody knew it was a BB gun.
Oh my
you know,
God!
it's
They would
like,
today. They'd have hauled
That
y'all
kid-
off.
Oh, it would have been
Y'all
a
and Julie,
swarm.
Your parents would have been arrested.
Oh, I don't know. They're pretty white. They're
Yeah,
pretty white.
That don't matter today.
yeah, we are pretty
They're
fucking.
pretty white.
We had the cops at my house every like 2 nights because of my father. It didn't matter that we were white or not. We were. It was like okay, well, let's go, Tom, and then they bring him to the drunk tank for the night. It was a constant thing. We got no breaks from the cops and stuff.
I feel like are you belligerent or are you just Italian?
Yeah. And then he'd be both with a splash of Irish.
I
And it was
know,
like,
right?
oh, here we go. Here come the
I
cops.
got a spot of the Irish in him. Ah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, back to the story. I don't look. This is going to probably tell you a little bit more about me than anything else. I don't know who Gary Wright is.
Oh, I thought that was Richard Simmons.
I was gonna
don't
say
know.
it looks like Richard.
I don't know
I
who
know-
Gary Wright is.
I know the songs that were posted underneath. I didn't
don't-
know that he
Yeah.
sang them or
I don't
anything,
know.
but
Yeah.
I knew the songs.
Dreamweaver
songs?
and Love Is Alive.
Oh, I know
Oh,
Dreamweaver.
right.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
That
I
was
don't
a
know
trick.
Dreamweaver. I don't know.
You don't know Dreamweaver?
Viva, get me through the
Through the
night.
night.
It was in Wayne's
That's
World.
it.
It was in Wayne's World. Every time he saw Tia
Hey,
Carrera,
There we
every
go.
time he saw her, that's a
Thank
song that would
you.
play in his head.
Thank you. Give me social relevance. Give me pop
Yeah.
culture moment. I'm good. Tia Carrera. That is one serious chest rug. Different times, I suppose. True. Very, very true.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Vera would have known him more. Like he seems like 70s. Like that was like a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
70s moment.
It's not an insult,
What? That's
Jeffrey.
not saying it. She was going to Bruce
not saying
Springsteen,
anything.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
You're always calling that poor bitch ancient.
I'm not calling her
it's
ancient. I'm just
not.
saying that I don't know. I don't know. A, I'm Australian. B, I'm
Just
not. I'm-
because she was born in the
Oh,
fucking
shit.
30s.
just because she came through the pass on a covered wagon. And
My
the rest of the
device is
Donna,
overheating.
the rest of the Donna party didn't survive. It's okay.
One of the original cast members. You could be Vera in Oregon Trail when we played it on
Yeah.
the computer.
Vera's an Oregon Trail.
Poor
Fuck it. Just Vera in the back of the Oregon Trail going, fuck this. I hate it.
Oh, Vera has dysentery.
Oh my god.
No, Vera's the nurse. She'd be the one looking up. Vera has to hack off your right leg. Oh,
No, it's got to be something more modern where, so because, she'd be like, yes, fuck me at your son's fire truck.
Oh
Oh look, and even
my
though she's
God.
not here, we're filling our
Hi, Vera. I know you're gonna watch the
Hey
slam.
V, I know we love you.
We love
Text
you.
me,
Okay,
be
all
like,
right.
Vera, I'm terrified.
No.
So,
I'm no, terrified and a little bit thrilled. Oh, Christina's been
Christina's
shot.
so scared she ran away.
She's
she
kicked
quit.
right off. She's left the building. Do you know who else has left the building? The marriage of Joe Jonas.
Oh, I'm sad about this.
You're sad about this? They
Yeah.
did seem like a couple that was kind of had it together, right, Melissa? They seemed
Yeah.
like cool, groovy, like kids.
A set of kids, and I thought they had a good relationship. but
She's just upset
apparently-
because she likes Game of Thrones.
I'm obsessed with Sansa Stark.
Okay, she looks like kind of like a body snatcher alien, and then he's not the cute one. So why does it matter?
No, not the cute.
She's
Oh,
younger
I
than
don't
him.
think I don't think. I mean, he's obviously not the cute one, but I don't think he's unattractive. Like, I think he's handsome.
He's
got a
not
job.
the ugliest.
No, he's not the
no.
But
They're
he's not.
both
He's
very,
also
very
not the
nice
hottest
looking
Jonas
people.
brother either.
No, he did.
He's
No,
also
he's
not the
definitely not.
Look at Tim's like, no, he's
Who's
definitely
the one
not.
that does construction? Is that the one? That,
No,
quit
that's
music?
No,
Kevin.
that's the oldest brother, I think, Kevin.
Kevin.
Yes, I
Kevin
don't know.
Jonas.
I
No.
just know the
That's
one
fine.
that does the gay
That
baby.
does
Yeah.
the construction.
Oh,
The one that sings the jealous song. I don't even know the
Yeah,
name.
Nick.
That's
with his
Nick.
big
He's a
old-
diabetic. He's a type 1 diabetic. So me and him
he's
are like,
pretty. He's pretty.
He's
well, you
very
must look like
pretty.
that.
yeah, but I was for 30 years, which is longer than he's been alive. So we're like,
I can speak on this. Look at him. I can speak on this, girl. Hold
I
me
have
back.
carte blanche
Hold
here,
me back.
and I know what you're going through, Nick. If you're listening, I know what you're going through.
Colin.
Yeah, hold on.
They're looking for a wedding singer.
Yeah. Imagine having the Jonas Brothers as your like wedding.
Yeah,
wedding
but only
band.
for cocktail hour.
Fuck
Only for
that. Could
cocktail.
you see hetero Tim would be fucking screaming like a high school girl at a prom.
Hey, I listen, like, my music, like, I'm very eclectic music wise. Like, I literally listen to a little bit of everything.
She's like,
And that does
really
not
is.
exclude like teenage girl pop by any means.
I
So
knew it.
I'm all
"Drive
in on
me
some Jonas Brothers.
crazy."
Oh yeah, I mean, who wasn't a Britney fan? Well,
Classic
I still have that
Britney.
Rolling Stone cover. I have that Rolling Stone cover in my underwear drawer underneath everything.
I had it on my wall, but for different reasons, Whatever. I was like, she's fierce. And you're like, hey.
Right.
I never did
right,
anything with
That
it
was good.
because I was afraid to ruin it. But
right. Like me having all the Tiffany Amber Thiessen pictures on my wall of when she joined 90210. And everybody's like, oh, you've got a crush
She's
on her. I'm like,
pretty.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. No.
That's it.
no,
Yeah,
I
that's
wanna
it, Mum.
be her.
That's the one. That's the
Yeah.
one.
Kelly
Yeah, so
Kapowski.
you've got a lot of you're oh, she's back. She's back, baby.
Look at her shaking her head.
Baby.
She's so fucking pissed off.
they gotta put her in the.
She's back.
Hey,
Oh, wait, Melissa's taking this. We better put that. We don't want
Oh,
sibling
bitch.
rivalry.
Keep down.
This bitch. Now, Tim, you said you have a lot in
Yeah.
common with Nick Jonas, right?
Aside from our looks, I mean, yes.
Yeah. Melissa, you want to tell us?
Oh.
Oh my
about this?
God.
Oh,
I mean-
shit.
You know,
Oh.
I mean, just switch faces. Especially now
Yeah,
after the
I'm
surgery.
kidding.
I don't know if you guys want to see it,
oh,
but it's.
I was about
Let's
to, no, I was
just
about to say you look
Tim,
you're looking
your
very
face-
you're looking very skinny in the face.
Yeah.
I was
I've
going to say
lost like
that. You're
25
looking very-
pounds.
Well,
Yeah,
you've
I
got
lost a
goals.
bunch of weight.
Look at Melissa. You got goals.
Hopefully, you
And
don't
they
put
pulled
it in
the
the
organs,
dick,
and I
though.
lost 25 pounds. But yeah, me and Nick
Here we
Jonas,
go.
same person. I hear
He
that
looks
all
like
the
the
time.
kind of guy where you take him out to dinner and orders a salad just to judge you on your steak. You're funny. You're funny.
Judge
Do we know who
away.
you are? Do we know who you are? I want to know who. Someone from Twitch. We know, like random
No
Twitch
idea.
viewer. Thank you. You're a gay. You're a gay. Can we still call that V-shaped cum gunners or no?
Cum gunners. I've never heard of it called that.
You've never heard of cum gunners?
No. Oh my
You-
God. Don't
you-
act like you've heard that 100 times before.
never heard it.
Well,
Have you
that's
met
just
the
that's how you guess that
company?
person was gay, right? That's obviously like a
yeah.
gay term. Is that a gay terminology?
Hi, Christina. I'm gay.
No, but like I
Hello?
feel like I've never heard that before, not even once.
Well,
And I had a
well, there
lot
you
of
go.
gay friends. Like,
She's like, I have had
not
a
like,
lot of cum.
I have a
I'm
lot of
like,
gay
what?
I have,
friends.
yeah, like I
Just
mean,
because you're a gay whore doesn't mean you're gonna
That's
know more gay things than me.
That's because you're what we call a fag hag.
oh no, that's not true.
You can't say that. You can't say that anymore either. People get very upset.
I think we're gonna. Can you email us a picture to my
Yeah,
Uncensored Radio at
I know.
Gmail? And we're gonna need
I
a
was
whole
agreeing
body
this
shot and then one of the
Oh,
stranger wood,
didn't I
area.
say this? We had this conversation really recently. Fucking
How many
bisexuals.
quarters? How many quarters? How many quarters you working with? And a quarter's an inch.
Bisexual men will fuck anything that moves, and if it doesn't move, they'll push it. Like
Where's Luke?
they will.
He'd be so excited.
No, Luke would be like, oh, he'd be in the vapors right now. But anyway, back to Joe and Sophie. Apparently, they're getting divorced. They're getting divorced because she wants to party, and he's a stay-at-home dad at heart. I'm like, bitch, aren't you on a world tour at the moment? Like, aren't you on a world tour at the moment, playing like 56 songs in a show? I'm like, how can you be a stay-at-home dad when you're on world tour? They're so grateful for that song. What was the song that brought them back? They were like, yeah, we've been nowhere for the last 20 years. Then Nick was all like, oh, go fuck girl. And then it was like, no. I can't remember what it was.
Is it Levels? Say it.
I don't know.
Levels?
Oh, yeah, that was with what's his name? So with the dance producer. And then they had their own, like, woo moment. Now they're back. The Jonas
Waffle
Brothers.
House?
Who knew? No, it was before that.
Really?
Oh, Jeffrey. I've been living in the US.
I lived in Chandler, Arizona for a few years. I like it out there.
But fuck nowhere, Arizona. Oh. Chandler, Arizona. Maybe I own it. Let's go there, Jeffrey.
I lived in Arizona.
I'm going to stake a claim. I claim this land as my own. And I claim this man as my own. Speaking of claims, cum gunners. Oh, cum gunners Jonas. You know?
I actually don't like that.
You don't like that? I don't like
that.
I love everything, but
I love everything.
It's just throwing me off.
Speaking of awkward situations, did anyone see the latest Kanye Swift? That was going to be good. Kanye West incident?
No.
Yeah.
You tell me what's going on here. You tell me what's going on here.
I did hear about that.
What is he doing? Grabbing her face?
No, she's sucking his dick.
No.
He had his bare ass out. So he's sitting in a gondola in Italy. You can see the shot from behind, but I didn't put it up because you know how sensitive Facebook is about male nudity. So you can see his bare ass. You can see his bare ass, and you can see his hand on top of her head in between his legs, while they're riding a gondola in public in Italy. I was like,
well, when you got a touch of the crazy, I guess nothing's off limits, right?
A touch of the crazy. Like, there's not enough drama around you that you just. So they alleged indecent exposure is what they're saying. The Venetian boat rental company. That's really hard to say. Boat rental company have banned them for life because they weren't aware of what was going on. I'm like, well, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad to start with, but I guess who pays attention? It's one of those industries where you kind of have to be present with what's going on, but also not looking.
I read an article that said that there was a fourth person on the boat that was actually blocking the gondolier from actually seeing what was going on at the front of the boat where Kanye and that girl was. Like,
oh, that's grosser.
I heard. Like, that's what I read. That like they purposely had somebody else so that he would basically block the view of them. I swear to God, I read that somewhere.
Oh, here we go. I'm in deep Arizona. I'm in red Arizona right now. You haven't been to Arizona until you've been going at a guy and he starts calling you slurs. Like, excuse me, are you the bottom here? I like you. I like you.
Oh,
Who are you?
no.
I want to know who you are. And there
want
might
a
be there
name.
might be a little box with your name on it. So hit us up. Hit us up. I'm
Come
always
to
on the
us.
lookout for some. Yeah, join the dark side. It's all. But look, I get being desperate for head, but this is fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
Like,
really. Fuck.
yay!
Yeah, I don't
drop
really
into
understand that.
drop into those DMs, baby. Like, like everyone knows how fucking crazy Kanye is at the moment, and this can't help anything that Kim has to say about him. First of all, his wife looks exactly like her.
Yeah.
Like, what is that
Yeah.
hairstyle though? Let's look at that hair again. That is so
Looks like,
greasy and
it
like
looks like a
product filled. It looks like it
1990.
hurts. It looks like
Like,
it hurts.
Well, isn't that like, yesteryear, like, when they did
Yeah.
the wet look kind of like that's nothing new.
You know how
Yeah,
Kim
like,
did it? Do you know how Kim did that for that photo shoot?
like
Got the
slipped
wet look
over.
hair that stayed wet.
Put cum in her hair?
Lube.
Oh. Not a bad idea.
There you go.
Sounds about right.
So if you ever want wet look hair, ladies or gentlemen,
I'll let my husband know.
yeah, lube's the way to go. Keeps its moisture.
He's jealous.
What?
What?
Something's
You didn't know Tim
happened,
was bald?
Jeffrey.
Oh, I'm just bald. So a wet look head is just like a good turtle wax, and then my head looks wet.
Shine it up.
We use him as a flashlight at night when the moon is full. He just stands out there and just guides the planes.
I can't. Spotlight on me.
Reminds me when I was a kid having golden syrup in the tin. He's talking about her hair. Oh, golden.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're British. So you're British. Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. The plot thickens. I'm very interested. I love a mystery. I love a mystery. I love a mystery. I can't help it. Just love it. I was going to talk about the vote for The Voice, but there's no other Australians on the panel, and you guys won't really know/care.
We
So we're not
don't
going to
care
talk
about The Voice.
No, not The Voice, the TV show. In Australia, we're having a referendum, so a vote, to change Parliament so that Indigenous Australians get a voice in Parliament because there's no legal representation into like the official runnings of things. It's a whole big thing here, but look, there's no one here to talk about it, so we're not going to talk about it. Let's talk about Karma, though, because not only is it a Taylor Swift song, but it comes for ex-cast members of that 70s show. Danny Masterson's going to need some lube. Because, baby doll, you going to jail. And not just a little bit of jail. Not just a little bit. He was sentenced today for 30 years to life in prison after being found guilty of 2 counts of rape.
They should have sentenced him longer for that fucking Hannibal Lecter mask.
That's like, yeah. Oh. This man's very interesting. Oh, there's a lot of mystery with me, with my time working in a private security company to my 3 nightmare engagements. It's all there for the picking. I need Newcastle. I need one of them. We've heard one of them. There's more to come. So this person,
I missed that show.
Dogsy needs to talk to us.
You gotta watch.
But yeah, he going to jail, girl, and Scientology cannot. They've just gone. Bye, Daddy. They're gone. They were trying to say. So the whole argument in the first trial is that Scientology discourages people from talking to the law. As we know, we've talked to Nicole Rimini about her experience with her and Leah's experience growing up in Scientology and leaving Scientology and all that kind of stuff. You don't talk out of school when you're a Scientologist. That's not the way to do it until Leah decides to come and go, fuck this! I'm making TV shows and books and podcasts. And Leah Rimini's like, Scientology's fucking number one Public Enemy #1, and she did it on our show very early on before they were on way like when she first left Scientology. Jeff, is that right?
No. So she was on the day she got fired from the talk.
There we go. Yeah, but
that was the year, like, the summer we first started this show. That's kind of what put us on the thing, right? Like, it was when Twitter first started, all that shit. You know, I was on the message boards, and all these people just kind of hopped on, and they all were tweeting her. So didn't the bitch call in? It was horrible. It was horrible. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
And from that, we met her sister. We met her sister, and Nicole's been on the show a couple of times, and is very like her sister, very forthcoming with their experience in like living through Scientology.
Yeah.
But the Church of Scientology has kind of turned their back on Daniel. Huge surprise. I mean, what's going on? Like, Scientology, they're losing their grip majorly, right? They're not, right?
Well, you know, they were supposed to heal Kirstie Alley with their vibrations, but instead they killed the bitch.
Yeah, they killed Kirstie Alley. I mean, like, Tom Cruise, like
Preston there.
Yeah, they've killed a few, and yeah, they killed Kelly Preston too.
They kill everybody around John Travolta just because he likes to suck dick occasionally,
just to keep him in the closet. But
they're
come
just
on,
punishing
like,
that poor son of a bitch.
I know. Poor John Tra.
Just let him fucking take it in the ass. Why you gotta kill all his friends?
Like, yeah. I feel like he's had a hard enough life. He had to make that sequel to Saturday Night Fever. He's had a hard life. It's not cool. I don't. How much better does he look without hair, though? You know how he had those plugs for a really long time?
He had those plugs. I mean, those were terrible.
He looked. No, we're talking about John Tra. John Tra's looking a bit. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. I've got to get a picture of John Travolta without hair now, because he looks so much better.
Oh, I like it when he glues the hair on. You know what I mean? When he just glues the piece on. I think
I can't come at it. It's just like he looks like. I love it when he got that real hard hairline for it, like right here in the middle of the forehead. It's like, yeah, that looks like it hurt. And is
you mean like Joey Lawrence when he was doing that Melissa and Joey show, and like his hair was all over the place, like you could tell they filmed that shit out of order.
Yeah, like is that magical spray on hair, or is that like a bad transplant, or is that it's definitely not a wig?
Honey,
because
I have magical spray on hair. When I put
you've got the fibers,
and all of a sudden,
fibers.
Yeah, because there's no hair here, so you can see when I have my hair up and I have hair there, it's because I use the magical hairspray.
Yeah, I think that's magical, but you can't always fix people. Like, I'm just like.
Bullshit! You should get nipped, tucked, sucked, whatever you can do. Fuck that.
Yeah, I just mean with like the hair thing. It's either there, like look at Prince William. Like that bitch needs to let it go.
He's getting punished because he stuck too many dick behind the scenes too.
Oh shit!
Allegedly.
No, Prince William likes to get pegged. Remember, that's the rumor going around that.
Oh, is that
Prince William likes to get pegged, and Kate won't do it. Yeah, Kate won't do it, so he has the mystery affair lady. Here's John Tra. Look, ready? This is John Travolta without hair. Better,
much better,
right?
Can't do it.
Much better.
See the tip of his head right there, the tip there? How it kind of comes to like a point, like the top of an egg. Yeah, I can't get with it. It's like you could almost sit on it and get fucked. I can't.
Doesn't Bruce Willis have the same type of head? Like the same
that poor bastard. He don't even know who he is anymore.
Yeah, that's sad. Apparently, he's gone downhill quite quickly from what I read last week. He's like,
when he was in Friends.
But like,
you can kind of sit on John Travolta's head and be suction cupped. It just.
You could look at Melissa. Oh my god, what am I doing here?
Like this
But
fucking
anyway, yeah.
dude is foul.
Daddy Masterson going to jail. Look, let's
He's
be
a
honest.
sick
Probably
fuck.
won't.
It's good for.
Probably
I
won't
hope that he
survive.
gets. I hope he stays the whole fucking 30 years and then gets sentenced.
Oh, yeah.
He won't. I don't.
30 to life. What?
Definitely 30 to life. Yeah. I think she said she'll end up killing himself. I reckon he will.
Oh.
He won't be able to handle. He won't be able to handle jail. He's been an actor since he was a child. He won't be able to handle jail. Oh, it depends what kind of jail. Is he going to jail, or is he going to Martha Stewart jail?
Probably, I'm sure somebody like him.
He's going to fancy white person jail. He might be okay.
He probably thinks that
Going to a federal
Scientology
pound me in the ass prison.
will come save him.
Scientology are cutting you loose, baby doll. They will not save you. There is no saving. There's no saving. There is no saving this person either, because we have to end the show on such a highbrow note. What enjoy. Okay, so air travel is quite traumatic. At the best of times, we know Jeffrey's not a great flyer. How would you feel if your flight was turned around midair due to diarrhea leaking down the aisles of the plane?
No.
Yeah, this happened quite recently. And forced a whole plane to be turned around midair. And not only turned around, but then cleaned and sent back.
Yeah.
Anyone want to guess what airline it was in America?
It was Delta, right?
Frontier.
It was Delta.
Yeah.
Delta.
So it was on a flight from Atlanta to Barcelona last Friday night. It's A350 Airbus, so it's a big plane. 336 passengers. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, one of those pop-ups scared the fuck out of me. Did you guys hear that? They labeled it a biohazard issue. We had a passenger who has had diarrhea all the way through the airplane. So they want us to come back to Atlanta, said the pilot. All the way through the airplane. What has happened to this poor person?
So wait, what were they sitting? They were sitting in the back and like ran up to the front and just shit all the way through?
Or they were sitting in the front and they ran all the way through? Oh, who knows?
Apparently, what I have seen, right, from all the videos.
Oh, there's videos? Oh,
well, not like, I haven't seen the person, okay? I've just seen videos, like, of what they did to the plane, like, as they were landing, because obviously, they had to land.
Airport Taco Bell.
It was a woman.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, baby doll.
I feel so awful for that woman, because I mean, we've all been there. But she, I'm assuming she probably didn't trust a fart, and it happened. And then as she was getting up, it was happening as she was running, like, or trickling down her leg and got on the carpet.
Just stay seated.
Yeah.
Just stay seated.
Yeah.
Just cop that and go, oh my god, I've shit my entire pants.
So
they can get you a bag or something.
So it's not like it was like running down the hall. It's not like they had a plumbing issue.
No.
She just fucking dripped.
She was like, shit either in the seat or it was like oh my god, it just happened. And then as she's running, she's like, holy fuck, it's happening. It's happening.
So
like,
it's just falling out her pants.
All the way through the plane, he says. All the way through the plane.
Like, but was it like a ton of shit or just like plop plop fist?
Well, who knows?
I'm assuming it's enough to I mean,
how much shit I think is acceptable.
Yeah, it's okay.
When you're on a 12-hour flight to Spain, how are you? You're like, I could deal with that amount of shit. Like that's okay.
I mean,
that amount of shit.
Is it a time? I mean, can a flight attendant put on a glove and fucking clean it up?
No,
do we need to fucking turn a plane around because there's some shit on the floor?
As Dogsy said, that's not a bag situation. That's a bucket sort of deal.
Yeah,
and where do you get a bucket?
We don't have a bucket on a fucking plane.
No,
How,
they said,
how
like,
far were
March
they into
and
their trip that they had to turn around?
About
They said, like,
halfway, apparently.
7
Oh
hours.
my
or
God,
so.
that's a nightmare. That's a
Yeah.
fucking nightmare.
No.
And
Bitch, no. Get a bucket. I would have got up out of my fucking seat, been like, give me a bucket. We're not turning this motherfucker around today, kids. I clean the shit up. No.
They
Apparently they were
changed
saying it was so the smell was so
smell
bad
alone.
I don't
that
give a
they
fuck.
couldn't do it. And
I would
all
have
that they
fucking
had
tied a shirt around my fucking mouth.
all that they had on the plane was vanilla scented sanitizer. So everyone's like, it just smelled like horrible shit and vanilla.
Oh my God.
But like you're halfway
So-
there, can't you just clean it in Spain at that point? You know what I mean?
So
Like why you gotta
meanwhile-
punish everybody twice?
We have to sit in there anyway.
They flew
Yeah,
back.
I mean-
They flew back to Atlanta, and the flight was delayed over 8 hours.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But they got back on. They got back on the same plane and flew to Barcelona.
Did it still smell like shit and vanilla? I bet it did.
Did that
I
chick?
bet it did.
Did that chick get back on
You
the
know what?
plane?
I
She
would not.
did.
I would never be seen in
No,
public again.
she
She
did
got
not.
back on the plane. She
With
did.
all
I would
those people.
never.
Yeah.
With
I
her
would
pants
never
covered in
come
shit?
back.
again.
I'd be like, no, obviously she changed herself. You know, obviously you're in the airport.
How? All of her bags and
Never
clothes
again.
are underneath the plane.
Never again.
You gotta carry on.
Yeah,
you
she
know.
must have gone shopping. She's
You
the one
got
buying
Yeah,
those.
airport. Yeah.
Atlanta
I don't keep a
sweaters and
change of
stuff.
clothes in my carry-on. I'm not like, you know what? I might shit myself. I better bring a change of
Well,
clothes.
if you're
But
going,
now you
Well,
fucking will.
but
No?
Now you're drinking real soda
Now
again,
you
Tim. You
fucking
might
will.
need to.
You know what?
Yeah.
Here we go. Uncensored confession. My first appointment in the hospital, once I came home from the hospital, I had to shit so bad in the truck, and it's an hour and a half into the city. And I had to shit in a plastic bag. I dumped everything out of it, and I shit in a plastic bag while my mom was driving in the back seat. I did what I had to do because I was like, "There's no way I'm going to make it. There's no way I'm going to make it." But you know what? I didn't shit my pants. I didn't shit myself, and now there's a bag of shit somewhere in a parking garage somewhere in Washington Heights, New York.
There's nowhere to pull over.
No,
No.
on the LIE, no. There's nowhere to stop and pull over. I'd have to like jump the meridian, and yeah, no, it wasn't happening. I was like, "This is happening now." And,
Listen, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm here.
So from then on out, like all of my points in the city until I started feeling like normal again, I was bringing a change of clothes and only wearing dark shorts just in case.
Good boy, good boy.
Yeah.
So this news is not uncommon. So Air Canada had an incident 2 weeks prior where 2 passengers were told to sit in inadequately clean seats that had been covered in vomit on a previous flight. There would be
what
no
the fuck?
fucking way I would sit in a seat. You can smell that before you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can smell that as soon as you get on the plane. I'm like, nope.
That's like
Yeah,
I would
but
be
what
like-
if somebody
after some
threw
kid
up
pukes.
all the way down the aisle?
I would be like that.
That
I'd be like that woman.
happened.
That fucking guy back there is not real.
That's
Vomit.
what
That'd be
fucking
me.
happened to us when we were going to Vegas, when we were going to film that fucking reality show with Karen, the Power Ranger, all that bitch. We were like 45 minutes.
Your
outside
close
of
personal
Vegas.
friends.
Yeah, but close personal friends. We're 45 minutes outside of Vegas, and the guy across from me. Now I'm flying. I don't get up. I don't stand up on a plane, right? Because I don't want to fuck up the weight distribution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold 1 second. Hold 1 second. A mate of mine got
Jizz
juiced
on.
on
Why
a
can't that happen to me? How did I get that?
Oh my god.
What does it say? I can't read.
He said a mate of his got jizzed on a Ryanair flight to Ibiza.
How do I,
I mean,
sign up for that?
Once you're there, you got to finish. You know, like
Right?
you don't hold that
Sorry,
in.
Jeffrey, the man across from you.
I want to know, where do I sign up for that flight?
Ryanair.
So the guy gets up, he goes in front of the plane, and you can smell the vomit. Okay, you can
no.
smell it. And then all of a sudden you hear the ding, ding, ding. Is there a nurse, doctor, paramedic on board? Please come to the front of the plane.
Yeah.
Nobody's going. Like 5 minutes go by, and I'm like, oh fuck, we're gonna get diverted. We're like 45 minutes out. Hell fucking no. I've watched enough Grey's Anatomy ER and I got enough first aid and CPR training. I got this. He needs a fucking trach.
I'm a
Bitch, give me the
doctor.
big pen. I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck. We're not landing anywhere but fucking Vegas tonight, bitches. So I have my buckle and Joe's like, what the fuck are you doing? Because he knows I don't get up. I don't give a fuck what's happening. I don't care how bad I got to piss. I'm not getting up. And he's like, what? You know, his eyeballs are, he's like, you are not going to the, I'm like, yes, the fuck I am, because we're not landing this motherfucker anywhere but Vegas. And as I literally stand up, some bitch comes up and she's like, I'm a nurse. And I just like, you could just see the,
The relief.
I collapsed back in the seat. And he just starts laughing his ass off, and he's like, "You're fucking nuts." But then, as we got off the plane, the police came. I don't know what was going on with that guy, but he was in some trouble. So I don't know.
He might have shelved some drugs. There might have been a leak.
Maybe he was boofing some cocaine or crack or something. I don't know.
No.
Well, look, I would never. All I know is if I was this woman, I would have left that airport and never been seen in public again.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna get reconstructive surgery.
I couldn't even imagine to get back on the plane. That all those people had to go 7 hours back. Oh no.
Yeah, no. I'm waiting for like footage of it, you know, because you know some asshole is gonna put it out there, and it's like I'm gonna feel so horrible when that happens.
Yeah.
I'll be in Vegas in a week. So
You know
I'll
what?
see
Maybe
there.
they were all like decent people though, and they felt horrible
shit.
enough for her that they, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't have. It's
I don't know,
somebody,
man. I don't know. I have forgiveness, but I don't know if I have turned around halfway through the flight because
If
the
somebody
plane
shit
smells like
all
hot
over the
feces.
plane in front of you, you wouldn't be like, oh.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
fuck.
this is fucked up.
Hey, somebody
I'd
pissed
probably-
your hotel bed. You forgave them.
This is true. This is true.
Shit.
Just
I think there's a
saying.
difference, but I don't know. Feces and vomit are kind of next level for me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Like no thank you.
We're
I
always
can't even
next
stand
level.
the smell of my son's shit in his diaper. Like, let alone the fact that it's on a flight for the next 7 hours. No fucking thank you. Like,
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. It's like being on the plane with someone with horrendous BO, and they're like right next to you.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
Well, I don't
Really
understand
bad.
then why do planes then not put something on there to take care of this if this is a common occurrence to take care of puke?
I
and
don't
take
know
care
that you
of
shit.
They have
I
the
don't know,
vomit bags, and they had like
And look,
tarps.
Maybe she doesn't have
But
as
they
good as
laid
aim as
down.
Tim does. Like,
Yeah, that was. Trust me, I was praying the whole way through that. I was like, "Oh, come on, work with me." But it was a big
Oh.
enough
No
plastic
bumps.
bag, so
no bumps,
yeah,
no lumps,
no bumps.
nothing.
The worst part was I started like having to pee though, so then I had to open
Oh,
up my
no!
urinal that they gave me, and I was like one hand in both of them, and it was like
Oh
surfing
my
in the back of the
God.
truck. It was crazy.
Because as the wise old adage
Oh
goes,
my god.
not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times, but all poo-poo times are pee-pee times.
It's never more true than in the back of a Ford F-150 going 80 down the Long Island
You're
Expressway.
lucky. You are so
I'm
lucky
never
your
gonna
mother
use it.
loves you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Tip,
Yeah.
you
I
know
was
what?
being so nasty too. I was like, "Don't you turn around! Don't turn around!" She's like, "Do you want me to turn off the radio?" I'm like, "No, turn it up! Turn up the radio!"
Yeah, right? Like, what
I'm
the
gonna
fuck?
for your wedding gift. I'm gonna send you one of
Take
my
the fucking
5-gallon
stand.
pickle buckets so you could keep it in a truck as a porta potty.
Just in
There we
case.
go.
Dog
It's
you
gonna be
Just
my
said put
gift
sand
to
in it.
you.
Yeah.
Put sand in it.
Sand
That
in-
was-
I'll
The
even
human
include
litter
the
tray.
sand.
Human litter tray. That's all we need. Well, look,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the end of another program. Melissa is suitably traumatized, I think. She's just like, no, a little bit. It's all right. A little bit. It's okay. Thank you for joining us this week, everyone. Welcome back, Tim. He's fighting fit and ready to go. So, Tim v. Vera is coming up. It's going to happen. We're headed towards election season. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
I
Tim's
like
going to hit the
everybody.
gym.
I
He's going
like
to be like, whoa.
my new thing is I like common sense Democrats and common sense Republicans, and anybody on the extremes, you got to fend for your fucking self because it's
I'm
like
not
I
arguing
can get
with
along with
Vera.
everybody. It's the stupidity. I can't do it. So I think me and Vera see eye to eye on that though. So I think
There
we'll
we
be
go.
okay.
Tim,
But I'll try
Tim's
to
made
create
your
a little drama.
Yeah, Tim's major life lesson after transplant surgery is that he's scared of Vera. So, and he's not the only panelist. There's a few of them. Even Katrina's like, I'm scared of Vera. I'm not going to argue with her. I'm like,
We got
fucking
that
hell,
in the
calm
clip.
down. We got that in the clip. So I will hopefully see you again next week. I will be in a different part of the world, in a different time zone, but we will be here in some way, shape, or fashion. This has been UCR Live, and we will see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
We'll be checking our inbox, goddammit. Steven will be in Vegas next week. Looking for a hot date. He likes talking. Looking for a big dick and quiet mountain somewhere else where he would go. Know what I mean?
Not necessarily true.